Hello everyone and welcome back to Chard the Tutor Guy. So in the last video I did a budget sheet, how you can create a budget sheet I should say in Excel, and how you can add your monthly income so you can see what's coming in and what's going out. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can add a drop down list to that budget sheet. So let's go in, and the first thing you want to do is create another sheet. So down here at the bottom, we're going to click the plus sign. This is where you're going to put your list of stuff that's going to be in the drop down list. So let's expand this out a little bit. This will increase our visibility so we can see the list. But we're going to go over here to the right and we're going to zoom in a little bit so we can even make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. So on this list, we're going to add a few items. So since we're working on our bills, we're going to say car payment, rent. Let's put mortgage. We're going to say electric bill. And then we got gas bill. Then we got water bill, cable, or cell phone bill. Let's say we have a Visa credit card. So we're going to say Visa credit card. And number 10, we're going to make that car insurance. So there we go. We have our list. Just 10 items, but we can always add to it later. So we're going to go back to sheet 1. And over here, instead of having car payments, we're going to delete that. And then we're going to go down to the next one and delete that. We're going to go back up to number 6A, which is this box right here, this cell. And then we're going to move up to the top menu up here. We're going to click on data. We want to choose data validation, this right here. When this pops up, we're going to choose from this drop down list, because you got a whole bunch of stuff on this list you can choose from, but we're doing list. Once the listing comes up, we're going to leave all of those things right there checked. Right here where it says source, we want to click on this little icon right here. And then we're going to click on sheet 2. We're going to choose from car payment to car insurance. All right. So what we're going to do is click on the first one, hold down the mouse button, and then we're going to drag all the way down to car insurance. Then we're going to let that go. This little box that's right here in the middle, what we're going to do is click on this icon again to the right of it, which is going to take us back to this. We want to click OK, which will bring us back to the actual sheet where we want the drop down list to be. Now, as you can see on this cell right here, there's a little down arrow button thing right here. So if I choose this, it's going to show me all the stuff that's on the list that I created. So if I click cable is going to automatically pops up there. And if I want to change it, all I have to do is click the little button again and then change it to mortgage. So now you can create a list of a bunch of stuff that you have to pay on a monthly basis. But it might not be every month. It might be something that you pay every once in a while. So this will speed up your time as far as entering your items to be paid. Now, if you notice, everything on this list is not in alphabetical order. So if you want to put it in alphabetical order where it's easier for you to sort through it, you have to go back to sheet 2. And then you want to click on this first one right here. Then you want to go over to where it says sort. So make sure you're on the data tab. And you want to go over here to sort. And like I said, just click on the first one. And then once you click that, it's going to ask you, do you want to sort column A from A to Z? Everything looks good. So you click OK and it automatically sorted for you. So now everything is in alphabetical order. So once you do that, once you go back to sheet 1, as you can see, it's all listed in alphabetical order. So whatever change you make over here end up on the drop down list automatically. So now I can see cable bill. If I was looking for water bill, I just need to go down to the bottom instead of sorting through the list trying to figure out where water bill is. Now to duplicate what you did with this cell with the rest of the cells going down right here, all you have to do is just go to the dot and make sure it turns to that black cross. And then you just click, hold, and drag all the way down to 20. But before you do that, you want to clear out this first one because it's going to duplicate the water bill. And you don't want the water bill to be in all of these. So just go to this first one, hit delete, click, hold, and then drag all the way down till you get down to 20. So now that cell has been duplicated. Now if you notice what happened, it took out all the shading in this column. So the shading that's over here on this side is missing now in this column. So to put it back, the easy way is to select these columns right here and then just go back up to home and replace the color. So if you're on the Mac, you want to hold down the command key on your keyboard, and if you're on the Windows, you want to hold down the Alt key. So you want to hold down the key and you want to click in each one of these boxes using your mouse. So since this first one is selected, all you have to do is click here, click here, click here, click, click, click. So now you have these selected, because you don't want to do all of them going down in the column. You just want to do the selective ones. Then you want to move over to home, and then you want to go to that color and then choose that first one, because that's the first one we chose initially to create that shaded color. So that's how you create a drop down list within Excel. And like I say, it makes it easier for you to enter in that information without typing it all over and over again. Now say you want to add stuff to this list. You have to go back over to the sheet 2 and then you add it in. So then you go down to the next cell, and that's when you add whatever you need to add on. And this time we're going to say sewer bill. So now we have that on the list. If you go back over to sheet 1, it's not going to appear on this list because it doesn't do it automatically. You would have to do an update. So to update the list, you go back over here to where it says data, and then you want to go back to data validation, and then you want to click on the little icon again and you want to add to this list. So you want to click on the first one again and drag all the way down to the last one on the list, which is sewer. Then you want to click the icon again, click OK, and now the list is updated. So now you have sewer at the bottom of the list, and then you can just go back and sort it just like I showed you earlier. Now the problem is it's not going to show up on the rest of these because I only updated this field. So then you want to copy the cells all over again because you updated in this list, but it's not updated on the other list. So the easy way, I guess, is to click on the first one with the black cross, drag it all the way down, and then it's going to duplicate. Then you can just delete everything in that cell by hitting the delete key. It doesn't delete it off the list, it just deleted out the cell. So then you can go back and format it. But to be honest with you, if this is something you're going to constantly update, I wouldn't worry about the shading on this part because it's still going to match up, because you can look straight across and see it. But if you want the shading, that's fine, but you can easily look at cell phone bill and just look straight across and know that it's in that same row. So if you know everything that's going to be on the list, just put everything on the list, go all the way down. Just jot down everything that you know that's going to be on the list. So if you do have to update it in the future, it won't be a big of a deal as far as reformatting over here, trying to put the shading back, because you'd have to choose each one of these rows again. And if you have 50 rows, then that's going to be a lot of things you have to update. So that's how you create a drop down list. You know, this, I'm using this as an example, but you can put the drop down list in anything else. Okay, so that's going to be it for this tutorial. Thanks for taking the time for watching it. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.